Every day, Nike sells more than 3 million pairs of shoes worldwide. From the iconic Air Force and the legendary Jordan to the most advanced running models, each pair can cost up to $200. And almost all of us have owned a pair at some point. But how are they really made? What makes them so expensive and so special? Well, today we'll travel to Vietnam, home to the largest Nike shoe factory on the planet, where more than 100 million pairs are produced every year, ready to flood stores and conquer the feet of millions of people. So get ready to discover how the most popular shoes on the planet are mass-produced. Let's begin. Step 1. Design and planning. The first Nike shoe was born in 1972, created by Bill Bowerman and Phil Knight. The goal was simple, yet revolutionary: to design lightweight, comfortable footwear with extreme grip for runners, something that barely existed at the time. The result was so successful that in its first year, Nike sold more than 300,000 shoes, marking the beginning of one of the largest sports empires in history. Since then, the brand has designed thousands of different models, and today, each season it releases new editions that combine the best of fashion, innovation, and high performance. To design them, a team of more than 500 designers and sports engineers works together to create a model that not only looks attractive, but also offers comfort, durability, and impeccable performance. Using state-of-the-art 3D technology, they sculpt every curve, define the exact shape of the sole, decide the position of the laces, and test different materials until they find the perfect combination. This process can last more than a year, and once it's finished, the first prototypes are made to begin the testing phase. Each one goes through a series of digital and physical tests to ensure the design meets Nike's demanding standards and is suitable for sale. In the design stage alone, Nike can spend more than $1 million on research and prototypes for a single model, even before it reaches the factory. If even the slightest flaw is detected, the shoe goes back to the design lab to be perfected, or to create a completely different design. But if everything meets expectations, the model receives final approval and is sent to the factory, where the design will be transformed into a real shoe. Step 2. Arrival of materials at the factory. With the design approved, the arrival of materials that will make mass production possible begins. Every day, trucks and containers unload tons of rubber, foams, technical meshes, and synthetic leather at Nike factories. Each part of the shoe has its key material. For the soles, high-resistance rubber that withstands thousands of steps without deforming. For the midsole, ultralight and elastic foams that absorb impact and provide greater comfort with every step. And for the upper part of the shoe, breathable meshes that keep the foot cool and flexible. In fashion models like the Air Jordan, premium synthetic leather is used, which provides durability and a flawless finish. Nothing is left to chance. After unloading, specialized technicians inspect each batch in detail: the thickness of the fabric, the elasticity of the foam, the firmness of the rubber, and even the exact shade of the color. If anything fails, the material is immediately rejected. Only approved materials enter gigantic warehouses, ready to be transformed into the different parts of the shoe. The volume is colossal. A single plant can receive more than 100,000 kilos of materials in a single day, enough to produce up to 200,000 pairs. With everything ready, it's time to shape all these materials. Step 3. Cutting and molding parts. This process is almost completely automated. Huge rolls of fabric, blocks of foam, and sheets of rubber enter high-precision cutting machines, where lasers and blades segment each material into the exact pieces that will form the shoe: soles, insoles, tongues, and side panels. There is no room for error here. Each cut must be perfect, because a single misalignment can ruin hundreds of pairs on the production line. After cutting, the midsole foam is molded with heat and pressure, taking the shape that will provide support and comfort to the foot. On the other hand, the rubber destined for the soles goes through giant presses that compact it into special molds and emboss it with patterns designed to provide greater grip and withstand thousands of steps without wearing out. And here's the most shocking part. A single mold to make soles can cost more than $100,000, and a single factory can have hundreds of different molds to cover all sizes and models. This means that in molds alone, the investment can easily exceed $10 million. Meanwhile, the fabrics are cut into sections that will later be sewn and reinforced to form the upper part of the shoe, including small details like the iconic embroidered Nike logo. When it comes to premium models like the Air Jordan or Air Force, The process is even more demanding. The synthetic leather is handled with extra controls to ensure a flawless finish on every pair. When all the parts are finished, each fragment is sorted and classified according to its function, waiting its turn in the next production phase. Step 4. Assembly and stitching. With all the pieces ready and sorted, one of the most critical phases of the process begins. On long production lines, specialized operators work with high-precision machinery to give the shoe its final shape. First, the fabric sections are stitched and reinforced to form the upper part of the footwear. This is where the small details that make each shoe unique are added. Reinforced seams, lace holes, and, on some models, the iconic Nike logo embroidered in the exact spot. Next, this upper structure is combined with the midsole, which is already molded to provide support and comfort. Finally, the upper is attached to the sole in special presses that apply heat and pressure, creating a bond so strong it's practically indestructible. At the end of this phase, what were once scattered fragments have become a complete shoe, ready to face its most demanding test. Step 5. Quality control. A complete shoe doesn't mean it's ready for sale. Before leaving the factory, every pair must pass a rigorous quality control that doesn't forgive even the slightest error. The assembled pairs are moved to special rooms where the inspection begins. First, expert operators check each one individually. Straight seams, perfect embroidery, uniform colors, and flawless finishes. A single loose thread, a mark on the sole, or a difference in shade is enough for the pair to be rejected. Then come the physical tests. Random batches are selected, and specialized machines bend the shoes thousands of times, checking that the bonds hold without coming apart. They are also exposed to extreme heat, humidity, and constant friction, simulating months of use in just a few hours. And that's not all. Some Nikes are tested on special machines that can simulate walking 500 kilometers in a single day, analyzing how the sole wears, how the foam deforms, and if the shoe still offers the same comfort after such brutal punishment. Some running prototypes are even given to professional athletes for controlled training, while sensors record every detail in real-world situations. Only the shoes that pass all these tests are approved. The rest are discarded without a second thought. Because for Nike, excellence is not optional. It's the only path before moving on to the next step. Step 6. Packaging and distribution. Having passed the quality tests, each pair enters the factory's final phase. Specialized operators clean each shoe one by one until they look immaculate, and place them in their iconic cardboard box with the Nike logo, recognizable anywhere on the planet. Inside, protective paper is added to maintain the shape and prevent the materials from deforming during the journey. The boxes are then grouped into larger packages and stacked on pallets ready to leave the plant. The organization is surgical. Each pallet has a unique code that indicates the model, size, and final destination. This way, Nike knows exactly which store, city, or country each pair will go to. The pace is enormous. In just 1 hour, the packaging lines can prepare more than 20,000 shoes, enough to fill several full cargo planes. And in a matter of hours, a pair made in Vietnam can be displayed in a shop window in New York, Paris, or Mexico City, ready for the final step of the entire process. Step 7. Arrival at the customer. The journey ends where it all makes sense, in the hands of the customer. Some shoes arrive at stores around the world, where thousands of people try them on, choose their model, and wear them for the first time. Others travel directly to homes thanks to online shopping, crossing oceans in a matter of days. That moment when someone opens the box and smells the new shoes for the first time is the result of a gigantic process that involved thousands of people and technologies spread across factories all over the world. And here's a truly surprising fact. While a pair can sell in stores for up to $200, its manufacturing cost in Vietnam can be as low as $20 or $30, a brutal difference that explains how Nike has managed to become one of the most profitable and dominant companies in history. And although the price is already high, there are exclusive editions that can exceed $20,000 a pair, making them genuine collector's items. To conclude, tell us, did you imagine this whole process? What is your favorite Nike shoe? Leave us your answer in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next factory tour.